This morning on DC News Now, we're tracking the heat returning along with that humidity. Certainly will be peaking tomorrow. Chance for some thunderstorms. We look ahead towards your Friday. All the latest details for that 7-day coming up. Breaking now, forced to fire. Why Fairfax County Police say an undercover detective pulled the trigger while making an arrest.
Plus, breaking now, talking in Taiwan. Hear what House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is saying about her controversial trip to the country.
And school safety, how things are going to look different for Alexandria Public School students when classes start back up. Hi.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, too.
Good morning, everyone.
To you. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. It is 6 o'clock. Shanika's in with a check on the roads. How are we looking?
Well, we're midway through the week, and I just have a feeling it's going to get busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
It was extra busy when I drove in this morning. I was surprised seeing more people out there. I was like, did I miss something? I did notice that too.
Really?
Yes, quite a few more people out on the road. I was shocked by that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
What you don't expect.
Right,
Yeah.
Exactly. But
Well,
what can we expect with the weather? Tell us.
Humidity?
Yes, yes. You know it. You were listening. Here's a view of the Capitol building out there this morning. We're seeing some clouds out there as we're getting closer and closer towards sunrise. Sunrise in just a few minutes. Visibility, though, out there right now is low for a few locations. We're seeing some areas of patchy fog from Kaiser to Woodstock, where we're down to a mile visibility, 5 in Frederick, also 5 in Culpeper, 8. We just jumped down to 8 in Manassas not too long ago, but elsewhere we're seeing clear conditions. Radar also all clear and quiet. It will be quiet as we round out the rest of your Wednesday as well. We're tracking dry conditions for this afternoon, but we're watching this warm front as it lifts in, and with that warm front, that'll be ushering in a little bit more humid air out there, along with the heat. Temperatures out there right now this morning, not seeing that heat or humidity for much of the area. Low to mid 60s off towards the north and west, 70 in Leesburg, 75 right now in DC, 70 in Fredericksburg. Speaking of the humidity, dew points right now are into the 60s, which is a bit humid. However, not quite as humid as, say, the last several days, but that will change later on this afternoon. On top of high temperatures like these, we're going to be tracking those highs back into the low 90s later on this afternoon. And with that humidity rising, it will make it feel like it's into the mid to upper 90s at times. Even hotter tomorrow. About more details of that 7-day coming up right now. I'll toss it over to Shanika with the very latest on traffic. Looks like the sun is making for quite a colorful start out there.
Yes, it's beautiful this morning, and we have a few issues out there you might run into. So starting in Northern Virginia, this is right near 123 in the Capitol Beltway. And Tyson's Corner, we're dealing with a crash. This is off of 7. That's right between Idlewood and Ramada Road. You could see some delays as time goes on. But over to Fairfax now, we did have some police activity underway. It is now reopened. So 50 right near Patrick Henry Drive is again reopened, so you're free to go through that. Now, if you're headed into Northeast on New York Avenue, traffic gets by to the right only. That's due to some road work going on, and that's right near Bladensburg Road. So do keep that in mind as you're headed out. All right, over to you guys.
All right, Shanika, thank you. This morning, Fairfax County Police are investigating an officer-involved shooting.
A man was shot by an undercover detective who is trying to make an arrest. DC News Now's Christy Matino is live this morning at the scene. So, Christy, what questions are officers still trying to answer this morning?
Corey, Tanaya, the scene is mostly clear here on Patrick Henry Drive. It was blocked off from the late hours of last night to this morning all the way up until Arlington Boulevard, and there is a side street behind me that is still closed with police activity, but that is also beginning to clear here. I'm going to step out of the way so you can. Oh, actually, as I'm speaking, it just cleared. We just had police move off this road, so now traffic is back to free flowing once again. But let's go back to the beginning here. Here's what we know as of right now this morning as this investigation continues. One man is in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and as of this morning, it's still unclear what caused the officer to fire. Police say a man was shot and injured Tuesday night by an undercover narcotics detective who was trying to arrest him. Police say the man was shot in his car. That's after the suspect's vehicle jumped curbs and sped away. Officers were able to block the car in. That's when the officer shot his weapon and hit the man. Police say preliminarily it looks like he was shot in the arm. Now, as of this morning, police are working to piece together those remaining details.
Part of our investigation is to not only identify persons who were involved in the incident, but witnesses. We routinely interact with family members and loved ones. You know, it's a very thorough criminal investigation. It's a very thorough administrative investigation.
That was Police Chief Kevin Davis speaking at a very early press briefing this morning. He says that the officer involved will be placed on a routine administrative status. Davis also says more information on this ongoing investigation could be released as early as today or in the coming days. We will learn more information as they continue to investigate. In Falls Church, Christy Matino, DC News Now.
Christy, thank you. Your time right now is 6:05. Breaking this morning, a standoff between Fairfax County Police and a man armed with a rifle ended peacefully overnight. This is video from the scene last night on Rio Drive near Leesburg Pike in Falls Church. According to police, the suspect at one point went on his balcony before going back inside. It is unclear what prompted the man to barricade himself in his home, but police now have him in custody.
New this morning, an invitation to Texas. Mayor Bowser is being asked to come to the southern border. DC News Now's Brittany Ward is live this morning at Union Station, where buses are dropping off those migrants. She joins us now live with the reason behind that request. Brittany, good morning.
Hi, good morning, guys. Yeah, Texas Governor Greg Abbott actually extended the invitation to both Mayor Bowser and also the mayor of New York. Now, he says he's extended this this invitation just so they could see firsthand the crisis that's actually happening over there. Now, just last week, Bowser asked the DC National Guard to be activated. She says the city needs help managing the immigrants coming over here from Texas. According to the mayor's office, nearly 200 buses carrying more than 4,000 immigrants from the southern border to the capital in protest of President Biden's immigration policy. Now, we have reached out to the mayor's office. We have not heard back yet on if she does plan on accepting that invitation and actually heading over to Texas, but once we hear more, we will let you guys know. For now, reporting in DC, I'm Brittany Ward for DC News Now.
All right, Brittany, thank you. Your time right now, 6:07. We're following some breaking news overseas. An act of defiance. Right now, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is meeting leaders in Taiwan despite warnings from China. Pelosi says the trip shows the U.S. will not abandon its commitment to the self-governing island. The stop in Taiwan goes on today despite warnings from President Biden's administration about China's potential reaction.
Today, the world faces a choice between democracy and autocracy. America's determination to preserve democracy here in Taiwan and around the world remains ironclad. And we're grateful to the partnership of the people of Taiwan in this mission.
Pelosi is the first Speaker of the House to visit Taiwan in 25 years. This morning, the PACT Act is on the way to the president's desk to be signed into law. The U.S. Senate passed the bill last night by a vote of 86 to 11. It enhances health care and disability benefits for millions of veterans exposed to toxic burn pits in Iraq and Afghanistan. The measure failed last week when several Republicans blocked it from advancing at the last minute, the move prompting protests from veterans and advocates like comedian Jon Stewart.
Your time right now is 6:08. A dire warning this morning from Governor Larry Hogan. He says there are a limited amount of monkeypox vaccines in Maryland. Right now, there are 129 cases in the state. Governor Hogan is requesting more doses now. Right now, a widespread testing effort is underway. The governor is urging Marylanders who think they might need to be tested or receive treatment to contact their medical provider immediately.
An update to the fire that left 10 people and 1 dog in Northeast D.C. without a home. D.C. Fire plans to use heavy equipment today so they can extinguish smoldering debris. The crew put out hotspots from the scene last night, and firefighters believe those flames started in a vacant building before spreading to nearby homes. A rescue squad was able to save a caged dog trapped inside. And this morning, D.C. police are offering a reward of up to $25,000 for anyone who can help make an arrest with Monday night's mass shooting. Police identified the man killed as 24-year-old Lance Melvin of Southeast D.C. 5 other men were also shot at the Aziz Bates Court apartment complex on F and 15th Streets. They are all expected to survive.
DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and this morning, just 120 votes separate the candidates for Montgomery County Executive. Incumbent Mark Elrich is currently ahead of businessman David Blair. The two have been crossing each other since the votes started coming in. The biggest challenge is the volume of the mail-in ballots. There are more than 74,000 of them. That's a 700% spike compared to 2018 and the second most in county history. Gilberto Zelaya, the spokesperson for the Montgomery County Board of Elections, says they are working hard to finish counting them all.
So in the state of Maryland, we're one of the most populous counties. We had over 115,000 mail-in requests. We have logged in as received over 74,000 mail-in ballots. And until today, we have about 11,000 more to process. We will be here tomorrow, again, 10 a.m. And the goal is on Friday to initiate the provisional ballots to end by Friday, 6 p.m.
Zelaya and the election team are expecting a recount, and they are looking for the resources they need to pull it off. They hope to have a winner by Friday, 2 weeks after the July 19th primary.
Time right now, 6:10 this morning. Fairfax County Police need your help on a nearly 30-year-old case. Landscapers working in a wooded area in Centerville found the skeletal remains of this woman who you see on your screen there in December of 1993. That's when she went missing. Detectives believe that the victim was between 27 and 34 years old, and they also believe the jewelry, deteriorated clothing, red comb, and yellow beret belonged to the woman. If you know anything about her, you are asked to contact Fairfax County Police. And the search for a father and son who went missing Monday afternoon in the Potomac River is now over. Maryland Natural Resources Police say the body of 43-year-old Elias Sandoval was found yesterday morning. His 10-year-old son was located late Monday by the Charles County dive team. Authorities say Pimentel jumped in the water to save two of his kids who were struggling to swim. Pimentel's 12-year-old was also rescued, taken to the hospital, and is expected to survive.
Developing now this morning, D.C. Fire is facing a $10 million lawsuit. They're being accused of race and gender discrimination. 4 black women who work for the department are now speaking out. The women are suing for racial and gender discrimination in the form of pay, promotion, and workplace hostility. Now, this all comes on the heels of a department hiring spree. D.C. Fire is recruiting for the first time in about 3 years now, and they say they're seeking diverse female candidates. But Jadonna Sanders, one of the plaintiffs in the case, says otherwise.
That diversity stuff they're talking, no, that's BS. They're just doing that because they know that they have a problem.
You are looking at a department that has a pattern and a practice and a culture of marginalizing Black women. And the only way you're going to change that culture is to bring it to the light and to challenge it, which is what this lawsuit is all about.
The women are requesting a jury trial in a federal court. The fire department so far has declined to comment on the lawsuit.
All right, the Washington Nationals are 1-0 after losing a star player.
That's right. The Nats are waking up winners just hours after Juan Soto was shipped to San Diego. Soto, along with Josh Bell, heading to the Padres now. A lot of fans seem a bit surprised that Bell was part of that trade.
In return, the Nats get 5 prospects: left-handed pitcher Mackenzie Gore, outfielder Robert Hassel III, and shortstop C.J. Abrams, along with outfielder James Wood and right-handed pitcher Jarlin Susanna. They also receive veteran first baseman Luke Voigt.
We are fortunate that it was a well-rounded trade. We've got 2 pitchers, 2 outfielders, and a shortstop, which fit our needs perfectly. I wore this ring purposely. Okay, it shows what we've done in the past and what we're going to do in the future. You know, in 2019 we had a slogan: "Bumpy roads lead to beautiful places." we're in a bumpy road right now, and we believe that coming out of this thing, it'll be a beautiful place.
And former Orioles all-star closer Jorge Lopez is heading to Minnesota. He's going to the Twins in exchange for 4 pitchers. Lopez went 4-6 with 19 saves, 54 strikeouts, and a 1.68 ERA over 44 appearances.